Hey, welcome to Brunch with Brian, your home investing live stream. We're coming to you today from the backyard. And today we're going to talk about the 20 reasons. I'm going to refer to our book, The Flip Side of Flipping, which talks all about what? Creative financing. So we're going to talk about the 20 benefits of home investing. So that's very exciting. Let's get into that today. So it's July 21, and so it's an exciting day. And let's get focused because we've got, about 5.5 weeks left of summer, and this is the time to really focus down. And sometimes, let's face it, guys, anything you do worthwhile in life, you're going to face obstacles and challenges, and it's not going to always come easy. And so sometimes you really have to focus your energies and do your best to stay positive. And what's the best way to stay positive? Stay focused on the benefits. Write that down. Eyes on the prize. That's the whole point here. The problem is if you get too focused on the struggle, you forget about your goals. And so it's so important to stay focused on the benefits and the goals of your journey. And this journey, sometimes it's rocky and sometimes you lose out on a deal, but then you've got sometimes great, huge paydays and great deals that really make up for it. So once you get going in this, you really can do so spectacularly well with these creative financing deals. And I mean, we're proof right now. We're cashing out of a few deals that have run their course. And, when you look at the numbers over the entire course of the deal, it's pretty amazing with all the lease purchase paydays. Now, that's another list I'm going to go over at some point, the lease purchase paydays. So, but today we're talking about the 20 benefits of real estate investing on page 16 of The Flip Side of Flipping, our best-selling book on Amazon. Hey, do you like my, that's my bookmark. Do you like that? Isn't that nice? It's Wolff's, of course. So what are the 20 benefits of real estate investing? Obviously, of course, huge profits. So write these things down, guys. I want you to use these to stay motivated. And, if somebody hangs up on you and is mean to you and doesn't want to sell their house to you, well, then, go back to these. These are the reasons why you're doing it. Maybe you're not realizing all these reasons right now, but you got to start it in your brain to manifest it in reality. So huge profits. Now, I believe 100% in visualization. I love visualization. I want you guys using visualization regularly. So right now, I want you to close your eyes and think of huge profits coming in. Think of great, huge amounts of money pouring in, big, huge, non-refundable option deposit checks, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 checks coming to you that you can spend right away. Look at your bank account. It's going up and up and up. Think about the name on your bank account, the name of your business, and watch that bank account go up and up and up. And start thinking of all the things you can do with those huge profits. It's not just the money, it's the peace of mind, and it's all you can do. We just spent a fair amount of money on putting this grass in the backyard. I love it. And we've got our waterfall and everything. So we spent a little money recently on, this upgrade, and it makes our life way better because we have a new dog and now we can run around and play in the yard and enjoy that. So huge profits. And think of some of the things. What would you do right now if somebody handed you a check for 20 grand and said you can spend this? It's it's part of your profit. What would you where would you put that money? And hopefully it's not just to pay bills, guys. We want it to be more than just that. Okay. Now, next, number 2, exciting deal making. The deal making that you make in these things is actually pretty exciting. I want you to think of yourself as a deal maker. Remember, we talked about roles. We talked about that yesterday. That was a spectacular teaching Tuesday. And sometimes I worry you guys, if it's not right about making money, sometimes you don't, you don't show up. Okay. But these are the most important calls. That yesterday was all about getting your mindset right so you can implement the mechanics and make a ton of money. So this is really important that you focus on these teaching Tuesdays and you show up even on the ones where it looks like, oh, you're talking about, something that doesn't mean like money right this second. Okay, so number 2, again, exciting deal making. And I want you to think of yourself in that role of deal maker. Think of yourself. I am a deal maker. Let's all say that. 1, 2, 3. I am a deal maker. Once again, I am a deal maker. All right. That's number 3, be your own boss. And that's something I always wanted to be. And it's all about control. Yes, I know. And I hate people controlling me. I really have a problem with that. So if you're not your own boss, obviously other people are going to be controlling you. Even when you're your own boss, let's face it, people are going to control you, your customers, your clients, and that. But you know, as much as you can, you want that feeling of autonomy. You are your own boss. You make your own decisions in this. Number 3. Number 4, you're like a director and you run the show. So there's a lot of different pieces, including your dream team. And you're going to want to use all those pieces when you're working in your real estate, and you're like the running the show. I love that feeling of running the show, being in control. Okay, number 5, make your own schedule. And that's a real benefit. I mean, usually when you work a regular job, they tell you when to show up, when to leave. With home investing, pretty much you decide when you're going to work, and then you make the time. So you create your own schedule. Number 6, if you are doing this right, you're going to have plenty of time off. You're going to be able to enjoy, great vacations and that. This really should be. I have gone through a lot of working with the agenda and figuring out what you guys are doing every minute. And if you're putting in a good solid 20 hours doing what we tell you to do per week, I don't see what you can do that much more, unless you just have more deal meeting after deal meeting after deal meeting. So unless you're just inundated with closing calls and deal meetings, which would be just totally awesome, I don't see how, it would be hard to spend more than 20 hours a week at this, and maybe 7 to 10 hours a week. Now, the other caveat on that is training. I want you to do a lot of training in the beginning. So yeah, you could spend 50 hours just training in the beginning if you want. Okay. Number 7, money worries gone. Okay, what's the biggest worry for most of us? Money. What if you just have money, enough money so you don't have to worry about the bills anymore? You pay your house off, and if you pay your house off and your cars off and clear all your debt, it's not that expensive to live. Even if you have a pretty expensive house, you're paying taxes and insurance, and you have a certain lifestyle to maintain. But once everything's all paid off, that's peace of mind. Your money worries start to leave. 8, a lot less stress. Okay, more money creates less stress, and that's the truth. If there's some big unexpected expense coming up, or like if the car breaks down, what if somebody comes to you and say, "Oh, the car broke down, Dad or Mom or Honey, the car broke down," and so does that strike fear into your heart because you don't have great reserves? Or is that just like another, oh, okay, let's take care of that, and it's a simple fix? So that really, the stress, happier attitude in general. Number 9 is a happier attitude in general. When you get those money worries out of the way and some of that stress, obviously you're generally a happier person. Number 10, work from home. This is the number 1 benefit for a lot of people. They just hate commuting and driving. Now, yes, you're going to have some commuting when you're driving to people's houses if you're not doing everything virtual. But it's not like a regular grind where you have to go 10 of those commutes every week, Monday through Friday. So obviously working from home is great. And so much of this business is a phone business. So you're really not even going out to the house till the very end. And if you're doing, I don't know, if you're doing 2 to 4 to maybe 6 deal meetings a month, and you make sure that they're good before you go out there, I mean, you're going to be doing some real serious business. All right. So work from home, number 10. 11, more family time. Okay. It's, when you are able to work from home, you can be around the family more. You're going to naturally have more family time and not be so, because you don't have to trade hours for dollars. Now, remember, and this may be when you leave your job behind, but we were both killing ourselves. We both had 50-hour-a-week jobs. I was working as a manager of an AmeriQuest office, mortgage office, and Lynette was working at new home sales, and we were both working so hard and had no lifestyle. And so it was, when you can make that same money in like 1/5 of the time or less, that's what really changes your life. I mean, what are you working for it to make? If all you're working for is to make a paycheck, and you can make that paycheck in 20% of that time by doing something else. Even if you hated it, you'd probably go do the other thing. But the cool thing is real estate investing, home investing is fun. Once you get the hang of it and you get over the fear of making the calls and that, it's actually a pretty fun business, okay? Number 12, more quality time with your spouse or significant other. And, you know, you're just a more pleasant person to be around. So more quality time with spouse. 13, care for your extended family. This is actually kind of a big one for us. Lynette has had 9 brothers and sisters, and now we've helped out actually helping with funeral expenses and everything on. They have a couple of, we lost a couple of her siblings this last year, 1 sister and 1 brother. And so now her family is down to 8. And so, but we have always been there for her family. We're like the safety net for her family, and that's okay. That's great. That's kind of why you do it, to help your family and be there for people when they need you. So that's really a cool thing, to be a great safety net for people. I would put that, even care for extended family, I'd write down safety net for others. And being a provider for your own family. You know, number 14, you can donate to church and charities. We do a lot of stuff with that, and that's important to us. So I want you, and if you have any causes near and dear to your heart, to be able to have a mission. A lot of our students come to us on the very first time they see us and say, you know what, I'm doing this because I want to devote this money to my mission. And they have a mission, and they have sometimes even, you know, interests in the world, and out, and they give money to you know, fresh water in Africa and all these really cool causes and charities. We're particular to children's charities ourselves. 15, drive your dream car. Hey, and Ron is going crazy with the cars now. Ron LeGrand, he's driving all of his dream cars. He's going out and buying classic cars. That's his new hobby. And so that's kind of a lot of fun. So, but you can drive a lot of cars even. You don't even have to just drive 1 dream car. You can have 2 dream cars or 3. Number 16, live in your dream home. That's really sweet when you can not only live in your dream home, but pay it off in full. What a great feeling that is. Number 17, take dream vacations. I love the vacations that you can take, and because you can control your schedule more, you can take more vacations and have a lot of fun with great vacations and not worry about the money. You know, not worry so much. When we were flying around the world doing big cruises with Ron before the pandemic, we were going to Australia, New Zealand, the Rhine River in Europe, and all over the place. And we didn't really worry too much about the money. We just said, do you have the very best cabin on the ship? And do you have 2 of them? One for them, one for Ron and Bev, and one for us. And so we had to pick the week that they had the 2 best cabins on the ship, you know, available. So that was always fun. And we didn't worry about the price, you know, and I guess we're going to get going on cruises again sometime soon. Who knows? I would definitely, I'm actually really looking forward to that. So number 18, enjoy your dream life. Okay, that's your lifestyle. Have your toys and all the things that you enjoy, and be able to do what you want when you want. That's really the thing. And that's number 19. Do what you want when you want. Number 19, do what you want when you want. And number 20 is freedom. So guys, we all want to have as much freedom as we can in life, and that's about having control of your life. So if you have control of your life and your time and your finances, and if you have a lot of money, guys, that's what gives you the control. So if you have a way that you can make literally hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in, you know, part-time hours, then, you know, that's a beautiful thing, and do it. Okay, but if you don't have that in some other vehicle for success, home investing through creative financing is a really powerful method and technique and strategy for making a lot of money. And the beautiful part is most of it's done in the background. These are set it and forget it deals. It's not like you're putting hours in on these. You know, this one that we cashed out after 17 years, the back end check was $298,000. And overall, we made $493,000 on that deal. I don't know what I did to earn all that money, except I talked to Brandon and Shelly 17 years ago on the phone, and I said, would you take monthly payments? And they said, yeah, I think we would. So I went over there and signed some papers, and, you know, then that started the process. and we put, people moved in, people moved out. We had a little bit of maintenance every once in a while. But remember, you're setting these and forgetting these. You're making your lease purchase tenant buyers responsible for the repairs and maintenance. So we've gone decades without hearing from people, and so it's pretty astonishing. They just move in there and the check keeps coming in, and we don't mess with them. They don't mess with us. The only thing is sometimes we want to raise the rent, and so then you got to poke the bear. But pretty much, guys, these are set it and forget it deals, and you can make a huge amount of money. Just get 10 or 20 or 30 of these going over the course of the next year or two or three, and you will be amazed at your retirement and what happens to your finances and your life. And that's all the benefits of home investing and creative investing. So get out and do it. Get excited. We got some great time left in summer. Get a deal, get 2 deals, get 3 deals by the end of summer, by my birthday on August 30th, and do whatever you have to do to get it done. All right. So, and go back, check out, any brunch of these Brunch with Brian's anytime on YouTube. They're all sorted in they have their own playlist, so you can check these out, and you can actually check out the titles and look at the titles and say, oh, I think I need a refresher on that one. I think I have 2 in there where I talk about finding comps. And so if you have questions about finding comps or anything, you can review those and see all that great information. All right, so they're always there on YouTube. So guys, I will talk to you, today's Wednesday. We're finishing out the week and having a great time. And then we're gonna be coming to you from Salmon Falls from Alaska next week. That should be really exciting, at least for a couple of days. So that should be really, really fun too. So go out there and take a lot of action. Get this weekend geared up, and let's go out, buy a house, okay? Until I see you next, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and taking lots of action. And you can always read over this great book.